Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got some new mods. Alright, first the update. So our first update is from a mod that was released yesterday and it's had an update straight away. This is the John Deere 1110, 1210, 1510G, and in the changelog that's got fixed lights on medium and low settings. And also from the mods we had yesterday is the John Deere 1270G series that's had an update already as well, which is fixed lights on medium and low settings too. We then got, according to the website, an update. This is the Resu Forest map by JM Gaming, 60.35 megabyte on the download. Now it's under updates because one of the updates is a console release, so we'll take a look at that map in detail on its own video. We've also had an update for the Calmlands map by Urshabba, 80.42 megabyte on the download, and in the changelog it says added tank to store methane. You will find it in the store in the diesel tank section. New icon and preview images. Adjusted farmland to improve the landscaping experience. Please note that if you remove the prefab paths on the map, the workers in the game might stop working. Added a powered harrow to the save game to use in conjunction with the seeder, requires a new game. Adjustments on the ground, increased number of maximum animals in cow and sheep stables to 400. And then we've got another map out today. You may be familiar with this from FS19. This is Fox Farms by Zoli708, 85.62 megabyte on the download, and again we'll take a look at that in a separate video. Right, now the first thing we're going to look at is something that came out yesterday, but it didn't download for me for some reason. So now I've got it downloaded, we can have a look at it. So this is the Fort Schritt ZT320 323A. This is by AAA Modding, 26.03 megabyte on the download, and you'll find both of these under small tractors. So we've got the 323 and then the 320. They're old school tractors, so we'll go into it. 100 horsepower engine. 200 litre fuel tank, 21 mile an hour top speed. Now the options you've got on the 323, so you've got configuration standard, brown, green, then back to standard. You then have cover, no or yes, that puts the cover over the engine. Beacon lights, no or yes. Fenders, this is going to add mud flaps to the back. Then warning signs, that's going to add those there. Attachers, this is going to be around the back as well, so standard or automatic towing device. And then you've got front loader attacher. We've got no, hour, and then no. Wheel setup on this particular one, so we've got standard, wheel weights, rear twin wheels, rear narrow twin wheels, and then back to standard, and then you can change the rim colour to any one of those three. Then if we go into the 320, it's also got 100 horsepower engine, 21 mile an hour top speed. Configurations again, standard, brown, green, and then standard. Cover, no, yes. Beacon lights, no and yes. Fender, no and yes. So that's the mud flaps on the back. Warning signs, no and yes. Attachers, again, same as the previous one. Front loader attacher, hour as well, same as the previous. Wheel setup, so wheel standard and then wheel weights. Then narrow tyres. Single narrow tyre, just see how it dropped then. That's ace. Rear narrow twin wheels, rear narrow twin wheels 2, and then back to standard, and then obviously you can change the rims again. So obviously this is an older style tractor, so if you're going to fit that into your role play, this could be very nice indeed. Right, so our first mod today, this is the Bible Slurry. This is by Michael LS, 0.39 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. So we'll scroll back to find it. There we are, 1,000 to put down. Obviously you're going to pull up your tanker to buy some slurry. So if we go into the shop prices menu and we'll go down the slurry, we'll just see how cheap it is, because it says on the website it's cheap slurry. So we'll find out. So there we are. So Bible Slurry 3. That is quite cheap. I know the multi-fruit buying station is only 2, but yeah, we'll carry on. I mean 3 per. Yeah, that's alright, that is. Very nice. Right, next up is Placeable Log Bridge. This is by Kaz64 and OAG. 0.11 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu under decorations. move out of the way of the tree so we can see what we're doing. That's better. And then under others, so there we are, we've got these three. So you've got the 1200, 1000 and 800 options. Obviously the cheaper they are, the shorter they are, and depending on the ground situation, it'll even put the poles out the bottom like in the pictures there. Very nice indeed. Right, next up is the barriers pack. This is by Kamelek, 0.29 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu under decorations and fences for some reason. Well, I suppose they are a fence, so yeah, okay. Right, the options we got there. We've got the 6 metre for 60 to buy. Then we've got the 8 metre for 80 to buy. And then we've got the 10 metre for 100 to buy. So you come up to it, it then gives you the option, open gate. And obviously close it down when you're done. Excellent. Obviously you want a little barrier at the front of your property. This could be very nice indeed. Right, next up is the mini biogas plant. This is by Disturb Simulations, 2.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under production and factories. So we'll scroll to find it. There we are. 55 grand to place down. Obviously does your usual biogas shenanigans. So you've got your production chain menu there. Seems alright to me. I know it says small, but to be fair, I can't remember the recipes on the bigger one. So, oh, it does potatoes and straw. That's very interesting. That the other ones normally just did the silage, slurry, manure and sugar beet cut, but this does sugar beet and potatoes and straw. Ooh, very nice. So you load in there, you load in your slurry there, and then you'll take out your digestate there. That is nice, adding the extra elements into that. Very nice indeed. Right, next up is the MF front hydraulic. This is by BGamer003, 1.47 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under miscellaneous. So you're going to use this if your tractor hasn't got a 3-point link already. So you hook it up to the front or the back, and then you can use everything else that you normally would do with a 3-point link. So the options we got there, we've got 2 connection hoses as standard. We then change that. We've got 4 connection hoses, then back to 2. Then you've got attachers without PTO, with PTO, and then without again, and change the main colour. We'll go with yellow. Why not? I mean, we have got one of these already. But even with that colour change, then that we'll put the PTO on. 2,750. Then the other one, which is just down here, 2,500. Which has the PTO as standard. Alright, you pick whichever one you want to go for. They'll both work very nicely. Right, next up is the Joskin Asquatrans 3600L 4300L. This is by KRKZ Modding, 4.31 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under the animal section. So your options you've got there are standard, comes with 3600 litre capacity. Then change that to 4300. You then got main colour. We'll go with a chrome white. Ooh, shiny. Then design colour. We'll go with a yellow, changed all those extra bits, and then rim colour obviously does your rims. I do like that chrome, very nice. Obviously it is a little bit smaller than the base game one, even with that 4,300 litre capacity, but it is a little bit cheaper. So obviously you go for whatever one you like. I'd probably go for the chrome one, because I am a bit of a magpie. Right, and our last mod for the day, this is the Case IH Optum. This is by Pomfritz. 18.93 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. So 240 grand to buy as standard. Usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. And the options we got without warning signs or with additional warning signs. And the engine setup's 288 as standard with 37 mile an hour top speed. And that goes up to 313. And then we'll change the main colour to any one of those. The rim colour. Ooh, Darth Vader style. Excellent. Right, so we'll come out of that. The only option you got on this is L, B and A if you're on Xbox like me. Unfolds the warning signs. That's the last mod for the day, so that's it. Done and dusted. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite, which one you're thinking of using. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.